Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have an Amazon haul to share with you guys. I don't do a lot of Amazon hauls because I don't like to, it's like a weird way to preface this video, but I don't like to support or promote the idea of always shopping on Amazon. I do think obviously it's better if we can shop local, if we can support local businesses. Even your local box stores often are owned, you know, locally. So there's that. However, the other side of that same token is that you can't always get what you need locally. And there's just not always the selection, or you're going to like 10 different stores to get 10 different things. So there are times where for me, it just makes sense to shop at Amazon. However, if I could have bought any of these things locally to me for a comparable price, I would have done that. So jumping in to the haul, the story behind the things that I have ordered today, these are not beauty products. These are not beauty products. I'm going away. I'm going on a trip in March, at the end of March. I'm going to the Bahamas and I needed some things for travel. So I wanted to share with you guys what I got because I put a lot of thought into this. So if you guys have ever watched one of my pack with me videos, where I've talked about packing for a down south vacation, I really try to pack as lightly as possible. If at all possible, I travel with just carry-ons. So this is sort of some of that in mind. These are some things that I thought would be helpful or that I needed or that are just going to make it easier. So diving straight in, I wanted to get a water bottle, like a metal one. I generally use, this is what I use. I use these blender bottles every day. I have this with water in it for work today. We use those when we go to the gym. We have like a bunch of them. So I have always been like, I don't need a separate water bottle. I'll just use the blender bottles. But I did want to get something metal for that trip, just because like the plastic bottles in the heat, I mean, it's like drinking bath water, right? So I thought I would get this in case I want to bring some water down to the beach or to the pool or whatever. I'm staying at like a condo, not like an all-inclusive resort. So I wanted to get one like that. So I can't remember the prices of anything that I bought. I think this was like around $10. I'll link everything in the description box down below, but I just wanted to get like a plain stainless metal water bottle that's like leak proof, you know, you've seen them. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to get was an iPad stand. So I don't typically travel with all of my devices, but I am planning to take my phone and my iPad with me. I do have some long travel days and there's gonna be some times where I'm alone on this trip. So I just thought I'm gonna wanna be able to like watch a movie on my tablet, but I don't wanna bring like a whole stand with me that takes up a lot of space. So I got this. This is from their like Amazon Basics line, and it's basically a stand that folds into this little stick. So this was like the smallest thing that I could find that would serve as an iPad stand. But basically you just pull this up and pull these parts apart and your tablet sits, you know, in there. So that's what I got for an iPad stand. It's gonna be good because it folds up small. It's not like what I'm gonna be using in my normal everyday life, but that'll probably stay in like a travel bin of things. And then the other thing that I got was a inflatable neck pillow. So I don't know if any of you guys are traveling right now, but it's sort of like pick your least worst options in terms of flights, or at least it's that way in Canada right now. So I'm gonna have like 8 hours in between flights, sort of overnight in an airport. So it's not enough time for me to justify like trying to leave and get a hotel and try to get back to the airport. I just think I'd be more stressed about trying to get back to the airport in time. So I'm just planning to like hang out with my iPad and like watch movies. And one of my friends who travels a lot, she said to get an inflatable neck pillow. So that's what I got. I got this one here. You can see right there is where you blow it up. It's like a really nice soft fabric. It's sort of quilted on the back end and then it rolls up into this little pouch. I did, however, so I think that was around $12. And the other day I was into Shoppers Drug Mart and I was looking at like the travel size like products, and they had inflatable neck pillows for like $6, and they folded up even smaller than this. So if you're going on a trip and you're looking for something like this, that's one thing that I should have checked for locally. I just kind of assumed that I wasn't going to find one for a better price than this one, because it's like not something I'm going to use all the time. Like, I don't travel a lot. These are not things that are going to get used on a monthly basis or even necessarily a yearly basis. The last time I went away was 2020, and before that it was like 7 years prior to that. So I've taken like 2 trips in like a decade. So, you know, these are not items that are going to see a ton of use. And then I got some fresh nipple covers. You know, we're just being really open on this channel. So I've talked about this before in many of my like clothing videos. I don't wear bras all the time. It kind of just depends on like the outfit, if I feel like I need to. But in the summertime especially, quite often I just wear these little silicone covers just for modesty purposes. And the ones that I have, I've had them for a while, and they're good. You can reuse them quite a few times, but after you've like sweat in them and stuff, they get a little gross. So I got this little set. There's a whole mess of them in here. I think it was like a pack of like 10 sets. Anyways, and then they have this little carrying case. So that's really nice to have something to actually put them in, and not just putting them in with like my makeup brushes. So I've got lots of those to get me by. And then I wanted to get a phone case. So the phone case that I have is just like a regular, you know, it's just a regular phone case. I think I have the iPhone 12, 13. I don't know. I don't know what one I have. It's a few years old anyways. But I wanted to get one of the phone cases that's like also a wallet. So I got this. So again, usually when I'm traveling to like a down south, like a resort, I'm not carrying my phone. I'm not carrying my wallet. I usually just have like some dollar bills stuck in like a small purse with like my room key. But because I'm going to a condo this time, I'm going with a friend. I don't know 100% what all we're going to be doing, but I do know that I am going to have my phone. And I'm going to want to have like money, because I'm gonna have to buy meals and stuff, right? So I just thought, I'm carrying a really small purse when I'm down there, and I thought having like my phone and my wallet all as one thing is just like one less thing to keep track of, right? Instead of having like my phone and my wallet as 2 separate things I have to keep track of, I'll just have this one thing. It's got the little clippy thing. I got it in this navy shade. They had some really pretty like light pinks and like minty greens, and I just find that those get really dirty around the edges when it comes to like a wallet and a phone case. So I opted for this navy color because this is probably something that I will use outside of just this trip. And then I'm on a mission for a sunscreen. It's so hard. So it's so hard to find a mineral sunscreen that's cruelty-free, that's not like $50, that doesn't leave a really strong white cast on the face. So the one I'm currently using is the Ren Clean Skincare sunscreen. I had gotten it on the BoxyCharm website for a really good price, but it really leaves a white cast on my face, like so white that it makes my teeth look yellow. And it's like sticky. It's got a sticky texture to it. I was hoping to find something a little bit glowier. This foundation that I want to bring with me is just like a stick, and it doesn't go over like a sticky SPF very well. So I was kind of hoping to find something a little bit glowier that would kind of double like a moisturizer / SPF. And this one from Blue Lizard is highly recommended. It's the Australian sunscreen Blue Lizard SPF 50, and it says it's a sheer lotion. It did have good reviews on Amazon. There was a lot of people in the reviews saying that they had like more acne prone skin and this didn't irritate their skin. It's a 48 ml bottle, so it is compliant to like airplane sizes, like carry-on sizes. However, it's like a long bottle, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this in the little bag that they make you use. Anyway, I haven't tried this yet. I do think it's going to have a strong white cast. I put a little bit on my hand the other day, and I was like, oh, it seems pretty white. But this is it. It's a lot runnier than the one that I'm currently using. The one that I'm using now, it's almost like trying to spread glue on your face. It's just so sticky. So you can see like it's pretty white. You know, and all of the mineral sunscreens are going to have a little bit of a white cast. Like I realize that that is just a thing that goes with it. But as I'm rubbing it, it doesn't fully go away as quickly as I'd like to see. However, there is a nice glow, right? It has a nice texture to it. It doesn't have that sticky, kind of sticky but chalky feel that a lot of them have. So I'll let you guys know about this in a future speed reviews. I am going to test it out before I go, because I do have a friend of mine who is also an esthetician who offered to get me a sunscreen out of her line. So I'm going to try this and see how it goes. It just has like it smells like sunscreen, but not in that like coconutty way. It smells like sunscreen, like ingredients, you know? I don't know if there's any fragrance in this. Fragrance free. Mineral sunscreen, blue light protection, moisturizes skin, won't clog pores, paraben and fragrance free, reef friendly. So like it checks all the boxes. So I have high hopes. And then the other thing that I picked up was some compression packing cubes. So I was just gonna buy regular packing cubes, and then I decided that maybe these were the way to go, because I am trying to like travel with the smallest bags possible. I thought these might help out. So they look like this. There's 3 different sizes. This is the smallest one, and then there's this sort of medium one, and then there's this kind of bigger one. Look like that. And then, so you unzip them all the way around. There's like 2 sets of zippers. If you've never seen compression packing cubes, I'm explaining it now. So you put all your junk in here, right? Zip it up. And then there's this second zipper that you can use to sort of like compress everything down and make it like really flat, right? So instead of having the kind that you have to have a vacuum to use, I've got 3 of those. So I'm hoping that's gonna help me be really efficient in how I'm packing. And then the last thing that I got was this backpack. So I was thinking I can use at least one of these compression packing cubes in this backpack. So there's a whole thing with carry-ons, because I'm flying with 2 different airlines. One airline, I can bring like a personal item, which this is compliant in terms of size, and a carry-on, which is like my rolling carry-on. And there's no weight restriction for carry-ons on that particular flight. On the second flight, there's ridiculous restrictions. So the carry-on is limited to like 11 pounds total. Your personal item is like this big, like a tiny purse, and this would be like your carry-on sized luggage. So I'm gonna have to check my rolling carry-on for the second flight. But anyway, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I ordered this backpack because I'll be able to carry it on to both flights. It's nice and small. The backpack that I currently have is a little bit too big, and it's basically like a school bag. This is like for travel. So there's all kinds of different like pockets. You've got like this pocket here. You've got this pocket here. There's another one here, right? Then there's this one, and then it has like the thing where it actually like fits onto your rolling carry-on. The straps are padded. This part like snaps closed. Like it feels very secure. And then you've got a big pouch inside where you can actually fit like a laptop. I'm gonna put my tablet in there. You can fit a laptop. There's all kinds of like small pouches here where like I could have my phone or my passport or whatever. So lots of small pockets. Like this could be, I could fit a lot of stuff in this. And have as little as possible in my rolling carry-on in case that's the one that gets lost, right? Like that's always the fear, that your luggage is gonna get lost. And you're just hearing so much about that right now. And especially because I am traveling alone, my friend that I'm going with is already there, and I'll be joining her there. So because I'm traveling alone, I just wanted to make sure that I had like everything like on my body, you know, everything's in the backpack and the backpack's strapped to my back, and I'll have my little rolling carry-on and I can attach these 2 things together, and I think that's going to work out really well. I'm hoping. So those are all the things that I got from Amazon. I think like I said, I put a lot of thought into it. I had these things in my cart for like weeks, and I was like taking things out and putting different things in. I really put some thought and effort into this, so I'm hoping everything's going to work out really well. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a video, like a pack with me video. I've done that for the last couple of trips that I've taken, and I've done that lots of times for just like summer, you know, beach vacation locally. Let me know if you guys want to see that. If you do, if you don't, I'm okay if you don't want to see it like a third or fourth or fifth time from me. But again, I'm strategically planning my makeup because of the liquid situation, etc., etc. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments down below, are you traveling anywhere this year? I know from like an esthetician standpoint, it seems like all of my clients are traveling this year. This is the first year in a few where we haven't had any restrictions in terms of travel, so I feel like people are taking full advantage, and we all just want to get out of Dodge for a minute. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below of where you're going, if you are going anywhere, or if you are planning any trips. I always love to chat with you guys in the comments down below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.